Hello there. Today, we're going to learn about one of the greatest mystery writers of all time, Agatha Christie. Long before computers and video games, there was a little girl named Agatha who was born in England in 1890. Unlike you, Agatha didn't go to school with other children. Instead, she was taught at home. Being by herself a lot meant Agatha had plenty of time to dream up amazing stories in her head. Young Agatha loved to play with her imaginary friends and talk to her pet dog. But what she enjoyed most of all was reading books, especially detective stories filled with clues and mysteries. As she turned the pages of these exciting tales, little Agatha had a big dream. She hoped that someday people would read books with her name on the cover. When Agatha grew up, something serious happened. World War I began. Wanting to help, Agatha became a nurse who took care of injured soldiers. Later, she worked in the hospital pharmacy, where all the medicines were kept. There, she learned about different chemicals, including some that were poisonous. This knowledge would turn out to be very useful for writing mystery stories later. Even while working at the hospital, Agatha's imagination never stopped. When riding on public transportation, she would look at other passengers and imagine who they might be in a story. Maybe that man in the hat is hiding a secret, she might think. Or perhaps that quiet lady is cleverer than everyone realizes. After the war, Agatha decided it was time to write her very own detective story. She created a brilliant detective named Hercule Poirot. He wasn't like other detectives in books. He came from a country called Belgium, had a fancy mustache, and had a head shaped like an egg. Poirot was incredibly smart and noticed tiny details that others missed. Getting her first book published wasn't easy, but Agatha didn't give up. Finally, her first mystery, The Mysterious Affair at Styles, was printed with her name on the cover. Her childhood dream had come true. That was just the beginning. Agatha kept writing and later created another detective, a sweet older lady named Miss Marple. Miss Marple lived in a small village but was excellent at solving crimes because she understood how people behaved. Agatha based this character on her grandmother and her grandmother's friends. Agatha didn't just sit at home writing all day. She loved adventures. She traveled around the world, bringing her typewriter with her. She visited Egypt and sailed down the Nile River. She rode on famous trains like the Orient Express. These exciting journeys gave her wonderful ideas for new mystery stories. She even married an archaeologist named Max Mallowan. Do you know what archaeologists do? They dig up and study objects from people who lived long ago. Agatha would join her husband on archaeological digs, which sparked even more ideas for her books. Over her lifetime, Agatha wrote more than 80 books. Her stories are full of surprising twists that keep readers guessing until the very end. Today, her books have been translated into more languages than any other writer except Shakespeare. That means children and adults all around the world can enjoy her mysteries. Agatha once said that the best time to plan a book is when you're doing the dishes. This shows us that inspiration can strike anywhere, even during everyday chores. Agatha Christie taught us that with imagination and by paying attention to the world around us, we can create amazing stories that people will love for generations. So the next time you're solving a puzzle or figuring something out, remember Agatha Christie, the queen of mystery who turned her childhood dreams into reality.